Today we're here to celebrate National Pie Day, where students pay for admin to get pied.
It's all love. It's to support the cause, but just know they're gonna be running for it.
Getting pied 20 times, Coach P raised $60 alone. According to ASB records, this fundraiser raised $229 for the class of 2029. At $3 a pie, students threw, smushed, and smeared 75 whipped cream and shaving cream pies in the faces of teachers and staff at Hoover.
How many times did you think you got pied?
10?
How are you going to get back at the students who pied you?
I think we should do a pie the student. I got $20.
Attention!
As April is coming up, so is the Golden Bear JROTC competition. Many of the JV and varsity color guard teams are practicing to be able to compete in this competition.
We practice every day except for Monday and Wednesday.
How will your team prepare for this competition?
All we gotta do is just practice, make sure everyone's keeping up with everything, make sure everyone shows up on time, do what they gotta do.
What are some bad habits that you see that this team has?
Something bad is that they need to learn a little faster. They sometimes can get a little behind because they don't show up quite as often. So I hope that soon enough they'll show up more persistently since the competition is showing up.
The biggest obstacles I feel like would be staying motivated, trying to go to practice and stuff and get all the teams together. This year we qualified for Florida. We qualified for nationals. Every competition it builds up the points and stuff, and it can make us qualify for bigger competitions.
Normally we bring our varsity and junior varsity armed drill team, unarmed drill team, and 5 color guards. But this year our varsity drill teams, both our varsity armed and unarmed drill teams and color guard will be traveling to Daytona Beach, Florida for the national drill meet 4 days later.
What schools do you think are the biggest competitors in this competition?
The Golden Bear National Drill Meet is a nationally recognized JROTC drill meet. So there are schools coming from Guam, Hawaii, Alaska, Washington. But our biggest competitor over the last few years has been a school from Guam called CNMI. And there's some actually pretty good competition here in San Diego, like Scripps Ranch and Mira Mesa High School are also good competitors for us.
Hoover's own robotics team is getting ready for its tournament, FRC, on March 21st and 22nd. The robotics team is finishing the robot and working on getting it up and running for the competition. In robotics, the team does not just focus on building a robot. They also have a creative team finishing their team shirts and getting the merchandise finished so the robotics team can go to the competition in style. To ensure that they have enough time to finish, they are adding an extra day to work and finish at 5 like usual.
Well, right after COVID, we decided to switch from bot ball over to first robotics competition. Much larger robots, much more advanced systems on there. And we started out knowing almost nothing about it and how to do anything. And every year we've set goals as far as just getting to the competition, to scoring points, and to getting onto the leaderboards. And we have consistently improved every year as we've gone through. The most important thing that we need to do is really focus on teamwork and getting everybody here working on the robots and building our knowledge. We have a lot of new members on the team, and I'm hoping that a lot of them are here enjoying themselves and really going to bring this new knowledge that they have back to us next year for the season. But we've set a goal for ourselves this year of introducing a brand new drivetrain for our robot, and our biggest goal is actually being able to have a robot that can climb.
My favorite part about this robotic season is building the robot and collaborating with my classmates.
My favorite part is seeing how everybody's learning new things and everybody's working together. I don't think I really have a role, but I would say my favorite part is working on the wires and just helping everyone else and see what I can do for everybody.
So going into this year's competition, I think that like our team is in a really good spot right now. As you can take a look over here to our robot here, this is our swerve drive, and we're getting pretty close to getting it done and moving actually. Earlier today we were testing out the motors and they were moving, so that's really good. Thinking about what we need to do, like the most important thing, right, that we need to accomplish is getting this to move, because while the motors do move, we need to program them so that it actually moves and start driving it using the controller. Being prepared, we have our robots that we're going to start on the motors and get it moving. We also have our intake and shooter system.
In conclusion, the robotics team is finishing and getting everything moving and prepared for the competition. If you're thinking about joining but you're not interested in building, you can join the creative part of the team. If you would like to support the team, take a visit to the snack shack and buy a snack for yourself.
This week, students have been roaming around campus fundraising chocolate bars. What program or club are you fundraising for? Band.
Fundraising for track and field.
Make money for the sport I'm doing.
What problems do you run into while selling chocolates?
I run into problems with other vendors, and a lot of people frequently don't like to buy.
I ran out of wafer and everyone likes wafer, so it's like more harder to sell if you don't have wafer. I feel like that's the best one.
What are your motives or goals while selling?
Just trying to sell out.
We're using the money for equipment, clothing, and merch for the track team.
Students have been selling chocolates to help fund clubs and sports by purchasing athlete uniforms, field trip tickets, and sports equipment. The chocolates they are selling come with a variety of flavors for Cardinals to choose from: caramel, wafer, pretzel, almond, crisp, dark, and milk chocolate. Want to help these programs? Purchase a bar for $2.
Last month, Hoover High School went under lockdown and then went under shelter in place on 2 different days. So we interviewed the school's officer and asked him many questions about what happens during lockdowns and some protocols for school lockdowns, as well as some safety tips, because we care for school safety and we think these answers will help students.
Hello, so today we are here with
Officer Allensworth,
and we are going to ask him a few questions about school lockdowns. Where should students go when they are in the bathroom or hallways and the school goes on lockdown?
to the nearest classroom. Whatever teachers in that nearest classroom should let the students in that area in. After a certain amount of time, though, they're not going to be able to get into classrooms. Okay, so you can't wait. You can't waste any time. You need to go directly to the closest classroom to you.
When are parents notified? After or during the lockdown?
They'll get notified, if possible, during the lockdown. And they're not going to necessarily get told exactly why the school's in lockdown, but they'll give a brief comment on why the school is in lockdown. And then again, afterwards, they'll give a little bit more information when the situation has been rendered safe.
Why is it strictly advised for students to remain off their phones during a lockdown?
Oh, because if the students are on their phone during a lockdown, one, they're making noise. Two, they're not paying attention in case instructions are handed out. Three, like I said before, the noise, but also what can happen too is students start posting things and sending things out, making videos, etc. And then if, say there is a real situation, a live situation, and there's a bad person, and for all we know, they're monitoring, and now they're seeing it, and they can see what classroom you're in. You know, you could be giving away important details on what's going on or where you're at.
Today we're at YMCA interviewing Hoover students and coaches to see their progress for the swim meet this week.
I'm here with today
Freddy Alcaraz. I am one of the Hoover High School swim team coaches. What inspired me to become a swim coach was my experience that I had when I was personally on the Hoover High School swim team. Fortunately enough, I'm able to coach with one of them. But honestly, all of the other coaches I had as well inspired me to coach. and being able to give back to my community that I'm a part of. I was born in City Heights, and I went to Hoover, I went to Wilson, so I'm familiar with the area. And I just want to do my part in just being able to give back to the community that I've been a part of. What makes a swimmer successful on my swim team is consistency. I think the biggest thing that a lot of people, I would like to instill within a lot of people, is just being able to show up for yourself, at least relating it to my own swim team journey. I know swim team is a very white dominated sport. And so when I was on a club team, I did feel a little bit left out, but I bet on myself and I still kept showing up, you know, even if I wasn't feeling the best. So just being able to show up for yourself, being consistent. And as long as I see that from my swimmers, they will get better. And not only as an athlete, but as a student and as a person as well.
How do you help swimmers improve when they're struggling?
Well, it depends on a lot of things. I think mostly when you're looking at technique and form wise, you know, you got to really break it down and put it in a way in which people are going to understand, at least the swimmer. But when it comes to, you know, other aspects of, you know, the sport or, you know, life in general, it's just being able to take a step back, asking them questions, talking to them, because at the end of the day, you guys are people and I care about my people. And so just being there for them, being available, and making swim team a space in which no one should feel uncomfortable to ask me a question. And again, just being able to break things down and just give them feedback immediately whenever they need it and when people ask for it too.
You are here with Angel Alcaraz, a senior from Hoover High School on the swim team. This is my first ever time doing competitive swimming. A personal goal is to at least not get last in at least one of the 5 meets we have this year, but overall is just to improve and just really come out here and just look to get better.
What are you most excited about this season?
This season is definitely the first meet this Thursday here, so if you can, come support. And that is what I'm most excited about.
My name's Christine Huang, and I'm on the Hoover High swim team as a freshman.
What do you enjoy most about being on the swim team?
I enjoy that I can be with my friends and I can low-key just like sit and watch. This season is I'm trying not to drown and I'm trying to just swim. Just to swim. Just to get it. You know? I like freestyle because I have bad shoulders and it's the one I can do the best. Thank you.
This Thursday, Hoover will compete against Claremont at the YMCA, with the meet starting at 6:45 p.m. to 8 p.m.
We interviewed multiple athletes about their diets, what they eat, and how they manage to make sure they eat healthy instead of eating unhealthy food.
Well, before practice, I don't like really eating too much because, you know, I'm going like to practice. So I like eating like, you know, simple stuff. Like I'll probably eat fruits and everything, and I'll go to a game or practice.
For my games, I eat like normally like what my mom gets me, and then after my games, I usually get like healthier stuff to fill me up for my next game.
Normally eat like a granola bar or something before practice, but that's kind of it. Or like, but I do drink like a lot of water.
Before practice, don't eat much. Probably just like a light snack and probably just drink some electrolytes.
Probably like a salad, or usually after my games, my mom would just give me Wiener Schnitzel or whatever place is open, you know.
A person that planned my diet before games is my dad. He helps me before every game, meal plan or throughout the day too. Things I'll eat after working out are like peanut butter and jellies, fruits, or some yogurt.
Today we're here eating at a local taco stand near Hoover. It is located in front of 4521 University Avenue. It is open in the afternoon and they sell a variety of tacos. The chef is very friendly and welcoming, and for $4 you can get one taco with unlimited sides. The environment is also very comfortable and inviting.
Join us as we explore over 80 years of Hoover history with Flying Back in Time.
Have you guys ever noticed this statue in the library? In 1964, the statue was placed in front of the main office, or as we'd call it now, the front quad. clips, we also see the entrance of Hoover's main office, which seems to look similar to how it appears now. What do you guys think? Do you like the circles in the quad, or would you prefer the benches throughout the quad instead?
Waterfront Park is the downtown part of California. On 1600 Pacific Highway, it was established on May 10, 2014. Back in 1939, the park was supposed to be a beautiful gathering place for the community. Soon, their vision finally came to life. The park contains an isolated area for dogs, an area for pickleball, and an outside gym, and even contains a basketball court ready for the public. One of the larger sides of the park has a big playground with swings, slides, and many more obstacles to cross. Both sides have a fountain that spurts out water where people can play around in. The park even has a beautiful view of San Diego Bay right behind it. The park is loved by many locals and visitors, and truly is a beautiful place to relax and enjoy.
This is the Hoover calendar for March 18th. There will be a TUBE meeting every Tuesday. Go learn about TUBE and help create awareness. The next meeting will be March 31st in room 310. The community market is open every Tuesday and every Saturday. Go there to support the community market and get food from the market at a lower price. Are you looking for a summer job? SeaWorld is currently hiring. Scan the QR code to find out more. Tutoring is available Tuesday, September 2nd to Friday, May 15th. Prom contracts are available for $60 March 18th through the 27th. Prices will rise after this date. There will be a varsity badminton game March 18th, 2026 versus Morse at the Big Gym at 4:30 p.m. and a badminton varsity game March 20th, 2026 versus Lincoln. Varsity volleyball game Friday, March 20th, 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Varsity volleyball game versus Canyon Hills Friday, March 20th, 2026. 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Varsity volleyball game versus Southwest El Centro Friday, March 20th, 2026, 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. None of these games will have an admission cost. There will be a varsity baseball game versus Sweetwater Thursday, March 19th, 2026 through 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m.